Hey guys, it's Monsengino Kong, and I have no idea what I'm going to title this video, but today I'm going to kind of show you like how I find my ideas slash how I design slash how I like just do monthly journal plan layouts. Hi, so before this video really starts, I want to apologize for how all over the place it is. I don't really know what was wrong with me when filming it. I think I just tried to make things too broad, so I like touched on a range of topics that were kind of potentially not in order. It doesn't make any sense. But this video is basically going to cover how I get ideas and inspiration for my bullet journal from Pinterest and Instagram mainly. It will cover a little bit of how I design my layouts, but I don't really have a definite style yet. So this isn't like an artistic style video for bullet journaling and how I found that. It's more like a beginner of like where to get ideas and inspiration from. So if I do get like a certain style that I feel like is mine and unique, then I'll make a separate video for that. I'm sorry for the interruption, but please enjoy. So if you've been watching my videos, you can probably tell that I always like do a pencil kind of design. That's what I do for like everything. I always try to sketch out as much as I can in pencil. So I don't really have to do that, but this really helps me if since I'm filming my stuff and put it on YouTube. It really helps just to be able to go through and have everything already done, and then I don't have to spend as much time deciding, oh, does this look good, does this not look good, and like rearrange all of it on camera. Every month I start off by deciding the theme I want to do. I usually like already have one in mind. I usually will have something in mind that's kind of common, and I will use like Pinterest or just Google image or Instagram, all that kind of stuff to get ideas for it. But if I don't have an idea of what I want to do for a certain month, I just use Pinterest, like type like March bullet journal and see like what different themes people do. So my standard monthly layouts are always about the same. I have the kind of doodle and title of the month here. I will do a photo collage there later after the month is over. I do the kind of overview of like different major events going on, the 35 questions for a better you, daily tracker, sleep tracker, best memories, mood tracker, and then study slash homework, and this one's just kind of in the page right now. I'll explain that later. And then like the to-do list for like the week and stuff like that, and every day. If you've been watching since I started my bullet journal videos, you can tell I've like gone and done different things. Like that's what I do every month, is I decide what trackers I'm going to keep, what I'm going to get rid of. I usually just end up keeping them in the same order just because it just works for me. I didn't have a mood tracker before. I didn't have a homework tracker slash study tracker. I started that like a couple months ago, but that's not what I started off with in January. Ideas for monthly spreads came from Pinterest a lot, or I just thought it would be a good idea. Like I just saw these. I don't think it was like under a bullet journal thing. I just saw like 365 questions to ask yourself per month. I was like, oh, that would be good for bullet journaling. Since I want all my title pages to have the doodle title of the month here, and then the other side, I always have to like even it out. Like if I decide to take something away or add, and I always try to like even things out for the weekly slash daily to-do list things I do. Like if the month starts on like a Wednesday, I'll just use this extra page here for a short kind of to-do thing. Or if it's like this month September starts on a Sunday, so I try to use like this whole page. I wasn't going to try to cram everything on here, and so I have to think of another idea page for this. So when it comes to the doodles or drawings, I get a lot of those from Pinterest, of course, or sometimes Instagram. If it's a more original idea like my February theme, I usually just Google stuff because there weren't a lot of Pinterest kind of inspiration ideas. You've probably seen for like cactus, like hanging succulents and stuff, but I tried not to copy that directly from someone's bullet journal. These were all, I can show you, just doodles someone did, and I arranged them on the pages and how I wanted that. I tried to take things as inspiration and not just straight up copying. I mean, some people do that. Some people I know like to do reposts of what people do. I tend to do that more for like the weekly ideas because I don't like taking a lot of time for the weekly to-do list. So here's my Pinterest board. I just make one for bullet journals. As you can see, like the doodles from the page I just showed you came from this. I rearranged them how I want on the page. Also on the next page, the two little hanging succulents also came, like it was just two from here. So I take like little bits of doodles most of the time and just place them on the page how I want them. I always have like a hard time like picturing, I might picture something how I want in my mind, but like if I don't see it, I have a hard time recreating from my mind what I see. Like that's kind of not good artist stuff, but that's just harder for me to do. Here's the font for this month. For fonts, I usually try to think of something on my own, but I have a hard time with fonts. My handwriting is honestly kind of ugly. So I use Pinterest to get ideas, but recently I've been doing consistent fonts throughout the month. Like here's this page, and then here's this one. Like at the beginning, like January, February, and I think not March, I like tried to like change up the fonts I used on every page, but now I just try to keep it consistent and makes it easier throughout the month and just helps it kind of flow better when the doodles are different. I also try to choose like the same style of doodles and not make it like too different, because then it can make things look a little bit messy. Another thing for inspiration would be with, I don't know if I can find it because I didn't save it. It wasn't a bullet journal doodle idea directly for this. Says daily track right here. But I just searched like desert drawings or doodles on Pinterest and took elements of the different doodles I liked and put them here. It was actually this picture is what I used for this. You can see I used kind of what was going on here for this part and just kind of expanded it, used the pictures of the other landforms and just added that here, but took the kind of middle big cactus from right here and the other kind of smaller ones from that side of the image. So that's basically how I use doodles, just kind of search things, take elements, like with this one, took elements down there, and then a lot of people do little cacti and pots doodles and just did a whole bunch, like I used like 3 different like collections. Every week I also try to do something different for my to-do list and what I need to get done each day for that week.